Morning, guys. My name is Lacy. On today's video, I'll be teaching you guys on how to solve differential equations using Laplace transforms. Now, this question says we have to solve this. We have y dot minus x is equals to e raised to power t. This is equation 1, and x dot plus y is equals to e raised to power minus t. This is equation 2. Now, given the conditions, given that t is 0, x is 0, and y is 0. So, solution to solve this, I have to do change all this into Laplace transforms. So you have that y dot dot. So sorry, we have the y dot is same as x y prime minus y naught. So you understand? So y dot is same as x y prime. After y prime, we get what y naught. After y naught, we get y1. Okay. Now, what if we have y dot dot? So y dot dot will be x squared y prime minus. Remove one x, it remains x. After y prime, you get y naught. Now remove the second x. After y naught, you get what? Y1. Okay, so that's how it's being done. So what next? We have x dot s. S dot is same thing as x y prime minus x dot. Okay, so we have to find the Laplace of e raised to power t. So Laplace of e raised to power t is in the form of 1 over x minus a, which is equal to 1 over x minus. You know that this exponent is same thing as e raised to power at. So where that invisible a is invisible 1 here, so that becomes 1 over x minus 1. So let's find the Laplace transform of this. Laplace transform of this is the form of 1 over x minus a, which is also in the form of 1 over x minus bracket a is what is minus 1. That becomes 1 over x plus 1. Okay, so what's next? Given the condition x is 0 and y is 0, know that x is same thing as x naught, which is same thing as what? 0, as given to us here. Know that x is same thing as x naught, which is same thing as 0, and also know that y is same thing as y naught, which is same thing as 0. So put these values in what? In y dot and in x dot. So in y dot, I have x y prime minus y naught, right? So we have x y prime minus y naught is 0, which is called same thing as x y prime. We have x dot. I have x prime minus s naught, which is same thing as s prime minus x naught, which is same thing as x prime. So therefore, substitute the values of y dot and x dot in equation 1 and 2. Okay, so therefore in equation 1, what's the value for y dot? My value for y dot was what? Sy prime. So mine, you know that this x here has no dot or prime. So I have to make it to resemble this y prime. So that I'll simply put prime on top of it. So that becomes minus x prime is equal to the Laplace of this was what? 1 over x minus 1. I call this equation what? 1, as usual, equation 1. So what's the next thing? X dot, the answer for x dot was x prime. The x prime. Then put your plus. The same thing that I did here, y prime is equal to what? Laplace of this same thing as 1 over x plus 1. I call this equation 1, 2. Now, in this kind of consider both equation 1 and equation 2, which one has x? You know that for us, first we have to find x prime. We have to find x prime before finding x. So therefore, we have to find x prime. What I mean is we have to find x prime before we find the value for x. Okay. So therefore, for us to find x prime, now check in this equation 2 and equation 1 and 2, which one has x, which one has x and x. So the one that has x and x is this equation 2. If you take equation 1 have only x and no x. This one has x and no s. This one have x and x. So I'll take equation 2. So therefore, what do? I have to what? Multiply equation 2 by what? By x, in order to eliminate y, in order to find x prime. Okay, so I multiply everything equation 2 by x here. So therefore, this becomes x y prime minus x prime. That is the same thing here. Okay, it's equal to 1 over x minus 1. It's equal to 1 over x. I call equation 1. Now multiplying equation 2 by s, I will get this. Okay, so therefore, what to do? Subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So you have that this subtract by this, that is x square x prime minus x y prime plus x y prime minus x. That minus will give me plus x prime is equal to this minus this. Okay, so therefore this becomes what? This subtract everything here will give me x square x prime plus x prime is equal to this subtract will give me this. Okay, so therefore now if I try x prime out here, if I try x prime out, I will have x prime bracket x squared plus 1 is equal to this. Now therefore divide through by coefficient of x prime, so that becomes x prime is equal to what? This over this over this. Okay, so therefore the value for x prime is this. Now let's find the value for x. So for us find the value for x, we have to resolve this into polynomial equation. Okay, so we have to resolve into polynomial equation. So therefore this becomes this become x squared minus 2x minus 1 all over x minus 1 bracket x plus 1 and x squared plus 1, which will be in the form of a over x minus 1 plus always arrange the denominator from the smallest to the biggest. Okay, that is smallest is x minus 1 followed by x plus 1, then highest is this. Okay, so that becomes a over x minus 1 plus b over x plus 1, and the last one has the quadratic power. So since the last one has quadratic power, that is x squared plus 1, that is the denominator. So that becomes I'll have two constants here, which is c and d. So that becomes cs plus d over x squared plus 1 plus 1. Okay, so what's the next thing? So after doing that, to find a, put the denominator of a to be equal to 0. So therefore x minus 1 equals to 0, therefore x is equals to 1. Okay, so what next thing? We have that a is equals to x squared minus 2x minus 1 all over x plus 1 and x squared plus 1. So putting the value for x to be 1 in this equation, I have 1 squared minus 2 bracket 1 minus 1 all over 1 plus 1 bracket 1 squared plus 1 plus 1. So do this, so I become 1 minus 2 minus 1 all over this will give you this. So do this, sum this will give me minus 2 all over, multiply this will give me 4. So this divided by this will give me minus 1 over 2. Now to find b, put x plus 1 to be equal to what? To 0. So x equals minus 1. So b is equals to what? X squared minus 2x minus 1 all over x minus 1 bracket x squared plus 1. So putting the value for minus 1 in this equation. So I have this. Putting the same thing here, I have this. So therefore, solve this. I'll have 1 plus 2 minus 1 all over this. I'll have minus 2 and minus 2 and 2. So therefore, this plus this minus will give me 2 over this multiplied by this will give me what? Minus what? 4. So divide this will give me minus 1 over 2. Okay, now to find d, put x to be equal to what? 0 in this whole equation, in the whole equation, original equation, in this whole equation. Okay, I want to find d. I'll simply put x to be equal to 0 in any way I see here. So that becomes, put x to be equal to 0 in this. So I have this. Yeah, is 0 minus 2 raised by 0 minus 1 all over 0 minus 1, 0 plus 1, 0 squared plus 1, which equals, now the value for a is what? Minus 1 over 2 over 0 minus 1. The value for b is minus 1 over 2 over 0 plus 1. And the value for x, that remains 0 over 0 plus 1. Okay, because x is 0, 0 times c is something like 0. So solve this, I'll get minus 1 all over this. Solve this, I'll get minus 1, 1, 1. Right, which is equals to minus 1 over 2 over this become minus 1, right? So here remains minus 1 over here remains minus 1 over 2 over 1. Here becomes d over 1. So solving this, I have that this becomes minus 1. Okay, so multiply this will give me what? Minus 1. Okay, so which is equal to what? This divided by this will give me what? Positive 1 over 2. So you have this, you give me, here remains minus 1 over 2, and d divided by 1 will give me what? Will give me d. So therefore, let's find d. D is equal to what? So therefore, you have that d is equal to what? This crossover here, because I have 1 already here, so I become 1 minus, this crossover become minus 1 over 2. Here become plus 1 over 2. So therefore, d is equal to 1. If d is equal to 1, to find c, differentiate cs plus d at x equals to 0. So I have that cs plus d is equal to 0. Therefore, cs is equal to minus d. Therefore, divide by coefficient of x, divide by coefficient of c, because we want to find c. So c is equal to minus d over s. Now differentiating, I know that d is 1, so that becomes minus 1 over s. Differentiating now, that becomes c is equal to minus, remember that is this minus minus bracket. So differentiate this as we know, the down one go up, differentiate the up one, minus the up one still differentiate the down one all over the down one all square. So if you do it, you get this, that is this go up, differentiate 1 is 0, minus, because division is minus, so 1, the up one still differentiate x is what? Is 1, because we are differentiating in respect to x over x square. Okay, so that becomes minus bracket 0 minus this will give over x square, which is equal to minus bracket minus 1 over x square. So which is equal to what? Minus minus will give me that will give me minus minus, that will give me 1 over what? 1. That is same thing as 1. So the answer, so my c is equal to 1. So therefore a is equal to b, which is equal to minus 1 over 2, and c is equal to d, which is equal to what? 1. So put the values of a, b, c, d in the equation. A over x minus 1 plus b over x plus 1 plus c s plus d plus cs plus d over x squared plus 1. So if I should put my values I got, so I'll get this. Now after doing that, find the inverse Laplace transform. Remember, we have to find the Laplace. Must find the inverse Laplace transform of it after the end to the end for us to get the final answer. So therefore, Laplace inverse of everything here. So I have to find the Laplace inverse of each of these. Laplace inverse of this is the form of 1 of x minus a, which is in the form of e raised to minus at, which will become e raised to minus a here is minus 1. So I become minus 1 minus bracket minus 1t. So that becomes e raised to t. I know that this half here is being multiplied by that is being multiplied by everything here. So that becomes minus 1 over 2 multiplied by e raised to t. Again, for this, Laplace inverse of minus 1 over 2 bracket x plus 1, the same thing I do here. I'll get minus 1 over 2 e raised to minus t. Now, Laplace inverse of x plus 1 over x squared plus 1. You know that this thing is in the form of x over x squared plus 1, where x plus 1 is the same thing as single x. Okay, which is in the form of cos 80. Okay, now so that becomes what? So therefore that becomes cos square root of a times t. That is cos square root of a is what? Square root of a is 1. That is, this a square is 1. So that becomes square root of 1 times t. So square root of 1 is something as 1. So that becomes cos what? Cos t. And so combine the answers together. I'll have my Laplace for this was what? Is this. My Laplace of this was what? Was this. And the Laplace for this was what? Was this. So this is the final answer for x. So you say that therefore x value is equal to cos t minus 1 over 2 e raised to t minus 1 over 2 e raised to minus t. So this is the value for what? For x. So therefore let's find the value for y. To find the value for y is from equation 2. You know, from our equation, this is equation 2, right? So say from equation 2. So I will say from equation 2, we have that x dot plus y is equal to e raised to minus t. Equation 2, right? So know that x dot is the same as x prime. So I know that the value for x was what? Cos t minus half e raised to t minus half e raised to minus t, right? So differentiating this in respect to what? T. So now x prime, that x prime will be equal to what? Cos t. Differentiate cos t is minus 90. Differentiate the same thing minus half e raised to t. Differentiate the same thing as what? Minus come down, become plus half e raised to minus t, right? So therefore y is equal to what? So therefore y, so you know that we have to find x and y. So therefore I have to make y somewhere formula here. So y is equal to e raised to minus t minus x dot. So I've got e raised to minus t minus bracket. Now the value for x dot, you know x dot is the same thing as what? X prime. So that was this. So therefore y is equal to, so therefore y is equal to e raised to minus t plus sin t plus half e raised to t minus half e raised to minus t. This is very, very simple. Please guys, if you find this video interesting and helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. Thank you.